Okay, I think we are recording. We are live. I th this today I have got Fionn in the house. I am interviewing her. She is one of my clients, and yeah, we're gonna get going. I can't wait to tell you all about Fionn. She's had an absolutely amazing journey, and I've been lucky enough to share that journey with her as well. So Fionn, hello.
Hello. How are you?
Good, thank you. How are you doing?
Yeah, brilliant, thanks. Really good. Enjoying the sunshine on my day off.
Oh,
So, yeah,
good,
that's good.
good. Love it. So, do you want to just quickly introduce yourself and let us know what you actually do?
Yeah, so I'm Fionn and I'm the director of the Little Wren Beauty and Permanent Makeup Academy. We're based in North Wales. We've got a base in Chester, and yeah, so we do aesthetics as well, and we do lots of remodeling work. So medical pigmentation, mostly kind of restructuring the skin. Yeah, so that's what we do.
Amazing. Thank you, Fionn. And I was looking back in my records, and I think you joined me around March 2021.
That's it. I'll never forget that phone call.
So, I think you joined one of my 5-day mini courses at the
That's
time.
it. Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, that's it.
And
Yeah,
then I think you went on to book a call, if I remember right.
yeah,
Yeah, and we had that call, and you had this big vision of where you wanted to go, and you told me about where you are, at that time. So where was you at that time? Can you remember?
yeah. So for about the best part of 10 years, I'd kind of worked with other people, but mostly on my own, a bit of a lone warrior, thinking I could take on everything and run the academy and, do all the treatments and everything and still have a family.
Yeah, because you've got
And then,
two small children as well, haven't you?
yeah, well, I've got a daughter that's 2 and a son that's 11.
Yeah.
So when I contacted you, I think I must have just had my daughter. Or
Yes, you did. Yeah.
yeah, yeah. And that obviously tipped the scales for me with my business because before I did have quite a lot of free time. And then all of a sudden, I decided to commit to a big clinical building, and it just wasn't working. Something wasn't working. And I really felt the tips of the scales, going towards I actually need some help. And it was a massive coincidence. I was scrolling on my phone, as you do, with little free time that we get.
Yeah.
And I came across you, and I came across you kind of jumped, leapt out at me and said, free 5-day course, how to kind of um, reset your mindset. Was that it?
It might have been something like that, yeah,
Yeah.
at the
And
time.
I thought, wow, that's what I need. 100% that's what I need. And I just clicked the button and haven't looked back since really. So
Good. So you'd just taken on a big building. You was renting a very large building. It is it 3 floors?
yeah, 3 floors.
3 floors.
Yeah.
And I think you had just taken on maybe one or two members of staff at the time.
It was just one. Well, I was still kind of toying with the idea because I had all this space. And obviously this was lockdown as well. And
Yeah.
I'd committed to a lease on this building. I was panicking, I was thinking, God, what have I done? Have I bitten off more than I can chew? And also after the lease kicked in, the vendors turned around and told me, well, we've actually got a little surprise for you. You've only got 6 months on this and you've got to purchase it. And I thought, oh my gosh, how the hell am I going to do this?
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
I'd invested so much in the building. All of my equipment was there, with the registrations and things. They take a long time in Wales. It's different to England. They
Yeah.
were kind of just being established. So yeah, I was in a bit of a panic mode at that point.
Yeah. So you're like, Natasha, help me. I've got this big
Me.
vision. What can I do? So we got to
Yeah.
work pretty much straight away, didn't we?
Yeah, we did. Yeah.
And just tell us a little bit about, what the journey was like. Where are you now?
So, oh gosh, yeah. This is where I'd hoped I was when I first contacted you. That's the only thing I can say.
Yeah.
Sometimes you've got this kind of visual aspect of where you think you could be, but you don't quite know how to get there.
Yeah.
So the minute I contacted you, you were like, right, I know exactly what you're missing. You've got no systems. You came in and you kind of quickly identified what I wasn't, how I wasn't achieving things and why. So I had no systems in place. I worked from a paper diary, if you remember.
Oh yes. Oh my God, I forgot about that.
Paper diary, scribbles everywhere. No such thing as an online booking system. No idea how to get the mortgage for the building that I own now. No idea that I was gonna, have a team of 9 at one point, let alone, one, which I had when I first met you. So yeah, I think it kind of almost manifested itself into something which was it kind of didn't run away with me. I think the calls with you kept me accountable and structured to what I needed to do. And
Yeah.
having somebody there just to give me a little slap on the wrist every now and again, because I feel I need that. You know that with me. I need a bit of reining in. Got
Yeah.
all these ideas going on. And I think that's the joy of adult ADHD, I think. And you've got nobody to kind of say to you, right, stop. This is what you need. Get
Yeah.
it done. We'll jump on another call next week. I want to see that you've done it. So you're held accountable for that.
Yeah.
So yeah, and quickly things were moving fast. All of a sudden I had staff, I had systems, I had a massive online booking system which was automated. I hired a whole new web team to handle the online courses. Um, Students had more structure because that was something that we really struggled with
Yeah.
in the beginning. And I'll be honest on this interview with everybody because I think everybody's too proud to admit that they struggle. They struggle at times,
Yeah.
and I really did struggle because you have to appear to be the best. You have to feel, you have to show up every day with your makeup on and you look good, and the students want to see that you provide the best work possible. Because competition is fierce out there. It's
Yeah.
absolutely fierce.
So true.
But you have to be authentic. And I think you are all of those. So finding you as a mentor was something that I could do that naturally. So all the systems you gave me were systems which provided me with like authenticity more than anything else.
Yeah.
And that was attracting more people to me by just being myself, really.
Yeah. Yeah.
And I'm waffling a bit now.
No,
But
that's yeah.
yeah, so I kind of moved on to the academy side of things. And by October 2020, or was it 21? Hang on a minute, I need to think.
21, I think.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
I'll be completely honest with my figures here because I think it's important that I am. So I needed £80,000 deposit to secure the mortgage on my building. And when I first met you, I'll be honest, I said to the vendor, yeah, of course I'll buy it, of course. I think I had under £100 in my account at that point because
Wow.
of
Yeah.
because of maternity
Invested in,
leave.
yeah, yeah, and invested in the
I'd
building.
invested thousands and everything, and I had nothing left. So when I said yes, when I agreed, no way did I ever think I'd achieve it and more. And the crazy thing is, on the very day of exchange for the mortgage, I had the exact penny in my account.
Wow.
The exact penny in my account. And I've kept that statements to prove that if you put your mind to something with systems and the right help, that it can happen. So
Yeah.
yeah, so I was able to purchase that. And yeah, things just flourished from then. And then I kind of tapped into something else. Once I got what I wanted with that, you helped me then to restructure my own life to have more time.
Yeah.
Because quickly I realized, God, I haven't got time for my family.
Yeah.
We need to rebalance the scales on that. And, I was able to actually start taking holidays. I was able to kind of go away with my family. I'm off today, which is very rare. I'm off
Yeah.
today.
I
I'm
remember
actually off
when I first
today.
met you, it was even hard to get a call in. I was like, where are we going to get this call in? Because you were so
Oh,
busy.
it was chaos.
Yeah.
It was absolute chaos. And it wasn't sustainable because I think I was headed for a nervous breakdown.
Yeah.
That's the only way to describe it. Um, yeah, so I wouldn't go without a mentor now. I wouldn't go without one.
Yeah.
And I find my journey with you has definitely set the bar for me to where I want to be.
Yeah.
And also for my students, it's kind of manifesting into helping others as well. 'Cause you want them to be at this level and know how to do things. And I
Yeah.
say, go to Natasha, she'll help you. But no, but truthfully, I never thought I'd be sat here looking at the view that I'm looking now, on a day off. I'll show you the view. So let me just,
Yes.
if I can do that, I'll just turn it around.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, beautiful.
So
Amazing.
this is my home, and ready to start, you know, developing on the business and growing even more.
Yeah. So
Um,
I know you've formed a charity as well, haven't you?
yes, yes,
Yeah.
gosh, yeah, I can
The,
forget that.
the charity work.
So in the middle of this as well, so we kind of we had to register with HIW as well, which is a huge process.
That was like, yes, we've got it.
Oh God. And it's still ongoing. It's ever growing to kind of make sure that we've got all the systems in place because we have to be absolutely on the ball with all we want to promise, safety for people amongst everything else. But also because what we do is so caring, we want to help people move on in life after trauma such as cancers. It's one of the main things that we do.
Yeah.
So areola, scar work, and that was a huge part for me because of personal reasons, losing somebody to to that. So we decided to form a charity called the Judith Trust, and that means that we can now tap into third sector funding to actually, so these, so our patients that want to come in can actually have treatments for free.
Yeah.
We were
Brilliant.
doing that anyway, but we were kind of, eating into our own budget by doing that because we still wanted to help. But now, with the charitable status, we can actually tap into third sector funding and grants,
Amazing.
which help people have these treatments for free, which I feel they should be free anyway.
Yeah.
But unfortunately, we don't have the budget in the UK for that. So
Yeah.
we hope to fulfill that gap. But having the time which you helped me structure made me able to create the charity because that took an awful lot of time.
Yeah.
You've got to have trustees and everything, and
Yeah.
that's still ongoing as well. But it's all such a positive move.
Good, good, good. And did you also buy another commercial building?
Yeah, so I've got 4 properties now. Just going for another one. So we're in the middle of selling one though. But
Yeah.
we've just bought another commercial, and that commercial is going to be like luxury accommodation for our students because the
Nice.
demand is high, and because our students come from everywhere, and accommodation's fat. It's quite expensive in North Wales. It's quite because it's a lovely place, and so we thought, well, why don't we just buy our own property so people can come and stay really close to the academy, and we
Yeah.
can do it that way. So
Amazing. Amazing.
yeah, planning's just been granted on that now. That took a while.
Woohoo! That's
Nothing you can do to
brilliant.
help me on that one because that's down to the council, but it was, yeah, so that's going through.
Oh, that's amazing. And what would you say has been like the biggest shift from where you were to where you are now?
Definitely my mindset,
Yeah.
110%. It's the way I think and it's the way I view myself and the world. I used to have an awful lot of money blocks. I used to think money was the problem. I used to think I don't have enough. How can I do this? How can I do that? And then slowly but surely, if you kind of break those boundaries down and you start understanding why they're there, you kind of go to the cusp of, the core of the issues.
Yes.
The fear is removed.
Oh, we lost a little bit of sound there.
Might have lost you for a second. Can you hear me?
No, not
Oh
yet.
yeah, I've got you back.
Yeah, got it.
Sorry about that.
Yeah.
Someone was trying to call me. The joy
Oh,
of doing it on phone.
yeah.
So
No,
it's my mindset. Yeah, it's a positive mindset. And looking back, because I used to journal before I met you every now and again, and it kind of reflects how negatively I used to view things.
mm,
All a worry. Everything was a worry.
yeah.
Don't get me wrong, I still get those days now, but I've got the tools and the coping mechanisms on how to deal with that and
Yeah.
switch things around
Yeah, that's
again.
amazing. And
Mm.
where are you going now? So what's happening with you now? Let's
Well,
let's hear about that.
so I've actually been able now to follow. If you'd have asked me 20 years ago what I wanted to do, and
Yeah.
all my friends can agree to this, I wanted to hold mindful retreats for people which have gone through trauma, or not just trauma. I've actually opened a retreat centre now, one in North Wales, one in Spain, all different places, all different locations around Europe and possibly further. It's a well-being retreat for the mind, body, and soul. because we tend to patch people up on the outside every day. Every day we patch people up on the outside, and they almost leave you, and you feel a sense of, "Oh, I wish I could help them more." So now with this retreat, we're able to do that, and and also as therapists, we've got a specialist retreat running for that, because we absorb all this kind of energy of worry and want to help, and in a high moving, fast paced society, I think the word is money rich, time poor.
Yes.
We all get a burnout. We all get burned out. And there's a special retreat that I hold for just therapy, beauty and medical therapists
Brilliant.
to restructure people's mindset, go in, relax, and then they can make positive decisions once they've cleared all that negative energy and
Yeah.
back to. So yeah, I've opened the first one and it's been launched. So
Amazing.
yeah.
Amazing. Fabulous. It's been so lovely to catch up with you and to hear your journey and where you're going. I'm sure there's going to be so much more for you because you are literally an entrepreneur at heart. And I know the future is going to be so much brighter than even where you are now, which is absolutely crazy. And I'm
Well,
so
I've got a lot.
proud of you as well. I'm so
Thank
proud of you.
you. You've helped me so much. It makes me feel quite emotional because you really helped me so much, and all I can do is thank you. And you know, I want to come across like truthful and authentic when I say this, but anybody that is in a struggle, I send them your way. You probably know because people message you, but because it really is the best decision I made was to have a mentor and positive one like yourself.
Oh, thank you so much, Fionn.
You're welcome.
Thank you. And I'm going to stay tuned and watch your journey as well. And I'm sure everybody else will. But if you are looking for a mindfulness retreat, go and check Fionn out as well. She's
Oh, thank
absolutely
you.
amazing.
Thank you so much, Natasha.
You're welcome.
Oh, all the best.